That's a hard act to follow. My name's Diane Torres-Velasquez. I am the president of the Latino Education Task Force and also a professor at the University of New Mexico in the College of Education. And I'm wondering, any teachers here? Yay! All right. It is my honor to be here with you today, inspired by the women and the men who are ready and eager to reimagine and shift how we see, practice, and reconstruct democracy. We are fighting for full citizenship and a fair democracy for every child, every woman, every man, and every family. Thank you. A citizenship that goes beyond the promises of our Constitution and any and all legislation. You may not know this, but there was a big lawsuit. I don't know if you've heard of Martinez versus State of New Mexico. The court determined, thank you, the court determined that public education in New Mexico is currently unconstitutional. And so you may have noticed that our governor and our legislators have as their top priority making changes to public education for all our children in the state. Woo! Article 12 of New Mexico's Constitution promises a free public education for all children in the state that is a sufficient education. And why not also educate the children in our detention centers? They're in New Mexico. As president of the task force, our group is a grassroots community organization dedicated to eliminating the very words achievement gap. We knew it would take two things: a lawsuit against the state and the will of the people, in order to see a sufficient education for all students, including students with disabilities, students in multicultural education, Indigenous, Native American students, bilingual education programs, and students in poverty. Our 51 student and family plaintiffs represent 7 different communities across the state. And you need to know that even before our trial, 3 years before we actually went to court, the PED tried to dismiss this case. The Public Education Department said our plaintiffs and our allegations did not have standing. But our brilliant MALDEF attorneys defended this case, and even at that time, we got our first win. October 2014, you may not know this, but until October 2014, public education was not a fundamental right in our state. I saw somebody here with a sign a minute ago. It said, "Girls just want to have fundamental rights." Fundamental human rights? Well, we got it. We now have public education as a fundamental right in New Mexico as of 2014. Thank you, MALDEF. She also declared our lawsuit had standing, and we were that much closer to justice. Justice includes a free public education for all students, free of institutional racism, sexism, ableism, etc. Justice includes gratitude of the major proportions for the win in the court's decision, for the election of the governor who will shift public education in New Mexico, and our amazing legislators that will change the public education system. Justice is a radical revolutionary mass of public citizenship that doesn't have stare-downs, shutdowns, walls, imprisonment of children separated from their families, and doesn't have shame. Justice is a radical and revolutionary shift that creates ultimate and unlimited possibilities for all that go beyond what is written in our laws. I would like to thank the hardworking organizers of this march, especially Samia Assad, Ali Marie, and Lisa. And I want us to remember that this win is not over just because we won. It is something we need to continue to fight for. It's not over just because we have a court ruling, more money, or remedies, or because we finally have a governor who's ready and willing to transform public education in the state. No, it's not over. We must remember that each of us has a responsibility and a place in this lawsuit. This is your lawsuit, and we have just begun. In the words of Eileen and the In-Betweens a little while back, when we link arms together, this is how we show our love. Thank you.